A sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Southern California and the gorgeous SoFi Stadium in the Los Angeles suburb of Inglewood. He fields it at the 8. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. Out quickly, and it's Adams. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. The motion man is Nakua. Play action now for Stafford. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Well, here early on, if this pass rush continues to get home at this rate, this is going to be a long day for this offense. They're going to have to put some extra guys in there, mix in some play action, keep this pass rush off balance.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Stafford. He's got a man. That's Nakua, complete. And he will score. Puka Nakua. Touchdown, Rams. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly, right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive in an early 6 points.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Braxton Berrios now to bring it back. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Crowd begins with a pass. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
We met with them the other day, Mike, and the offensive coordinator, he went out of his way. He was adamant that they felt really good early in this game. There was a lot of things on this opening script they could do to attack this defense. Well, needless to say, I don't think giving up a sack on the first play was what he had in mind, and now they face a 2nd and long. They got to get back on track.
To the middle of the field, caught by Higgins. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
After that first down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on 2nd down. That big chunk brings them from 2nd and long to now at least 3rd and manageable.
Open man, the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
He locates the open man. That's Christian Kirk. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
He'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Cameron Hitchens there to bring him down. Throwing on 2nd down, Stroud. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose. and forcing third down. He was trying to get it to Christian Kirk. And third down coming up. From the gun, here's Stroud. He's got his tight end. It's Schultz. A gain of 11 on that one. First down for Houston.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, than on third down or critical moments. That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
They'll go right back to Mixon. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Converted twice on third down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a third time? And some problems communicating on third down, and that's going to be a delay. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face third and long. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That's caught. It's Joe Mixon. And the Texans are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this has been a really nice answer so far to this game, Mike. I mean, you watch your opponent take the initial drive and go right down the field and score. And what are you going to do in response? What are you going to do when you get that ball back for the first time in your huddle? And tell you what, they've answered all those questions, and now they're set.
And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Texans. Now Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Texans come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. From the 6, here comes a return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. On first down, it's Stafford. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Schultz is the motion man. They will work the middle with Mixon. He'll maneuver his way down to the 32. Cameron Curl up from his safety spot to make the tackle. They face second down and 7. Again, they'll give it to Mixon. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the first down inside the 25. They'll run with Mixon. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
They'll give this to Mixon, running right. And he is not going to get away. Might have got the yard, but it will set up third down. Here's Stroud. Got his man at the 6. 17 yards on the gain, and now they've got first and goal.
You just can't ask for better protection than that, especially on third down. Clean pocket, tons of time for the quarterback to work through his progression, and at this level, if you give quarterbacks that amount of time, chances are they're going to find somebody downfield.
Stroud going to set up to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
Field goals and takeaways. That's the two goals anytime a defense finds themselves in a goal-to-go situation. Now after that first down sack, I think the odds are a little bit more in their favor. Can they hold up here on second and third down? And if they can make the offense settle for 3, man, that's a huge win for this defense.
To the right side, and Kirk's got it. And he will score. Christian Kirk, touchdown, Houston.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This one taken at the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Atwell sent in motion here. On the ground, former Notre Damer Kyron Williams. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. Third down coming up.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm. So the hope is your 1 third down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points, but after that third down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
So on fourth down, the Rams will send out Ethan Evans to punt. Braxton Berrios deep to return. This is taken at his own 30. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Got his man. It's Kirk. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
A second down throw for Stroud. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch. It's a pickup of 12. It's good for a Texans first down.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
They try to work the screen with Mixon. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. Give him 13 on that screen play and a first down.
The job of the offensive lineman is the key piece to a successful screenplay. They have to balance this fine line between stopping the defensive lineman from getting to the quarterback too quick, but also let that defensive lineman think he's got a free rush at the quarterback. That's the balance and the timing that made this play so successful, and they're able to pick up the first down.
Schultz is the motion man. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. He's back to Schultz. He's got it again. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. On 2nd down, Stroud. That'll be taken in by Mixon. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag back in the backfield. Is it a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Kirk is the motion man. They'll run here with Mixon. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Go Mixon. Touchdown, Texans. His 2nd touchdown of this first half. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here's Stafford. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. The Rams offense going to get it one final time in this first half. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Out of the gun, Stafford. This one complete to Atwell. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. From the gun, here's Stafford. Finding room at midfield. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. The Rams use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number one. Again, it's Stafford. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
The tackle made back at his 48-yard line.
So we come to halftime in this 2-touchdown game, as we'll send you over to Orlando, our EA Sports halftime report with the coach, Jonathan, all yours. Here's Berrios on the return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
On first down, they'll start with Mixon. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Now, Stroud. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Here's Stroud. That one on target with Kirk. They've got it. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
First down, Texans.
Now Stroud. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
Here's a give up the middle to Mixon. And the defense all over this one. They knock them down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
All right, so it's only one drive here in the second half, and they trail pretty big here to start the 3rd. But it seems this defense came out with a little different energy than we saw in the first half. Whatever was said in the locker room seemed to have worked. Now it's the offense's chance to see if they can cut into this deficit.
A fair catch will be taken here with that flag down by the punter, and this might keep the drive alive. To the middle of the field, caught by Higgins. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. From the gun, here's Stroud. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And that screen slow to develop, and they rally to the ball and stop them. That will be no gain on the screen.
That screen just never had a chance. Anytime the running back has the ball and he's making guys miss in the backfield, there's going to be no timing to the play. It just allows too much time for the rest of the defense in pursuit to get there, and in this case winds up as no gain.
And this is no good. Could not get it on target. 1st and 10. And this will stay a 2-possession game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Atwell sent in motion here. They go play action with Stafford. Pass caught right side by Higbee. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
They'll fake the handoff now. Stafford. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
To the air again. Stafford. Right side. Complete to Nakua. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Throwing again is Stafford. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
Hardy's kick is good. And the Rams cut the deficit a bit. The new score is now 21-10.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Kirk is the motion man. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He'll let one go deep for Kirk. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. It is a big-time play for Houston. 36 yards. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the option, they give it to Mixon. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Throwing on 2nd down. Stroud. He's going to keep it himself. 17 yards on the gain, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Well, he's doing it all on this drive. He's throwing the ball well, and now he's able to use his legs to pick up good yardage and get a fresh set of downs.
Here's a chance to put this game away. 1st down and goal. Stroud going to set up to throw. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. Here now, 2nd down and goal. To throw, it's Stroud. And he'll take it on in. Dalton Schultz. Touchdown, Houston. Fairbairn to add the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Texans will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Now a 1st down throw for Stafford. He gets it into the hands of Atwell. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. There's a short one taken in by Higbee. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
A 1st down throw for Stafford. To the left side, and Adams has it. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Stafford to throw again. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
It's really just an extended handoff. Get the ball out wide to your running back in space and make the defense tackle him. That's really all this is. Something small turns into a nice pickup.
They'll throw once more. Here's Stafford. That's to the right side and incomplete.
This one is really close, Mike. He makes the catch, but I don't think he's able to establish that possession with both feet in bounds. Could have been a really nice pickup, but instead, it's going to result in an incompletion.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. That one caught by Adams. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Again, it's Stafford. That's taken in by Higbee. Second time they've connected on this drive. 19 yards out of this one. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. This throw right side is caught by Adams. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Here's a 2nd and 6. Here's Stafford. Right back to Adams. He's got it again. And the Rams are looking at a 1st and goal. He's taken down at the 2-yard line.
Complete to Devontae Adams. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Stafford. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. 2-2 Atwell. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. Second and 7. Give, running right. It is Mixon. He's able to get away from one man, but those reinforcements, they got there quick. Take him down behind the line. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. Here's Mixon. This isn't going to work out much better either. Stop right at the line of scrimmage this time. No gain, tough sequence, and that brings up 4th down.
Well, maybe he's counting a little bit, Mike, on this defense being in pass mode, and maybe you can catch him off guard with the run call. In this case, the defense was ready for all of it. They hold them to no gain. They're going to have to bring out the punt team.
And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. Now, following the punt return, we have an injured player on the field. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 21-yard line.
A shotgun snap to Stafford. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
On the ball there. He was defended by Garrett Stanley.
So here comes 3rd and 5. Stafford now. He's got a man. That's Nakua. Complete. And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 40-yard line. Stafford on target to Puka. And the Rams have a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
They'll come up now for 2nd down. Stafford. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's brought down, but they are out of timeouts. So it's a win here for the Texans. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play. And in the end, they come away with the victory.